Hi everyone. So I was trying to figure out what to do for today's video, which you would think, oh wait, don't you have something planned? No, I have been sick and ridiculously busy for the last couple of weeks. I had business meetings, doctor's appointments, bad news um, in my life, disturbing news in other places. Um, did I say I was sick? I've been sick again. Um, Imagine going to the doctor and then getting sick the next day, and then ended up on antibiotics after that. So I'm just not well. Um, I'm progressively getting better. The one thing that I did talk to her about, go figure, was that I had this cough that just seemingly wouldn't go away. And what she was telling me was that it might have just been an infection from my previous cold that hadn't fully cleared out. But she said also it could be my environments that were making it harder to deal with. So, like maybe I need a humidifier. But I was telling her that I spend most of my time at work, which is normally like the roughest time that I have. And also like that areas that are hot with heaters and everything. It's winter time, so obviously gotta have heaters on. That there may not be enough moisture in the air to help my throat, which is what is continuing on the cold. I mean the cough. And this is what she said to me right like the day of my appointment. Like I had not had a cold. I just had a dry cough that I couldn't get rid of. But right after that, I'm going to assume mostly because of weather, like winter weather, snow, rain, the cold wind. I basically got sick right after that. So that just ended up not lasting very long and very well. So now here we are because I also was on antibiotics on top of another cold. So because of that, my body's is like clearing itself out. I'm like, I feel dizzy sometimes. I'm very drained and tired. Um, but then I'm also, my anxiety is really high and my stress level is really high. I feel very overwhelmed. And I noticed it one night while driving that my anxiety was very high, but it was mostly high because of the weather. And it's weird. I don't have a problem driving in the rain. I have, depending on what's going on with my anxiety, being in the rain and driving is not smart. So that was pretty bad. And today I was also thinking about the fact that it's one of my little sister's baby shower. They are not in the same state as I am. So unfortunately I didn't get to go out there, but it really made me very sad to not be there. So much so that even throughout the week while I was in some stores and I would see baby stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. I'm gonna get into that more with her. And then eventually I'll probably just send her like a package or something. Or who knows, maybe I'll go out there with the package. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And then it was just a very draining emotional 2 weeks. And I had a meeting on my session with my therapist. Um, we were talking about disconnecting from things, letting things go, disassociation, and trusting myself and taking one step at a time as changes are coming, because there are changes that are taking place in my life in all aspects, if I'm being all the way honest. And I know that they're there, and um, the changes are going to result in me having to make certain choices and changes too. And they're going to happen sooner. It's going to happen sooner than I think my brain is allowing me to think of them happening. And yet, not that I'm procrastinating on it, because I've been taking steps towards all these changes that are coming, but that I need to dive a little bit deeper into the work that I'm doing for these changes. And the biggest thing I think is that I'm having a hard time taking it day by day, because instead of it just being like, I'm saying to myself, okay, this is the list of things I need to do because these things are happening. And me going, okay, I did this today. Boom, that's done. This is done. Done. This is done. You know, and progressively taking it day by day. I'm thinking about all the steps that I have to take every day. And in thinking of the steps every day, I'm overwhelming myself emotionally and mentally. And it's harder because these decisions that are being made are decisions being made by other people, but they still affect me. And I'm okay with change if I'm making it. I'm okay with change if it's a change in my life that I'm making. If that makes sense. Like, okay, same thing. Like I said, school. I know that being a student, I know that there comes a point where school is going to be over. I'm going to have to graduate. I'm going to have to be done, right? And I know that there are steps that come after that. I know that in these changes that are coming in my life, in these aspects where I know these changes are coming, they are changes that I'm not making. They're changes that somebody else is making a choice in doing, or they've made the choice in doing it, but it affects me and how I have to move forward. And I'm okay with them making their decisions for them. Go ahead. Don't you want, need, whatever. But now I have to figure out myself. And the biggest thing is that because I'm working on myself and trying to figure out myself again, because I've lost myself, and I'm trying to work through that, which is fine therapy. It's a lot at one time. So I didn't read it last night, and then as much as I did a few things this morning, like, but I did my journaling, which was highly needed because I haven't done that in 2 weeks. So I like ran through everything in my journal today. And I laid around too because my body needed me to not do anything. So I did what my body needed. But it also feels like, because I really didn't do a lot today, like my brain is very much on, you didn't do anything, you need to be doing this. Like my brain wants me to, like, I feel guilt, like, because I didn't really do anything today. It's like, oh, you have to do laundry. Oh, you need to do this, and oh, you need to. And in my mind, I'm like, you can do it all tomorrow. You get up, and then you progressively move through the day, and you get these things done. And then whatever doesn't get done, that's fine. But that part of my brain that's like, no, there's way too much that's happening, and if you don't get it done, then it won't get done. If you don't do it now, it's not going to happen, and you feel like a failure, and you will sit back and say to yourself, I shouldn't have wasted so much time. And it's crazy because as I'm going through that, like, it's draining my body even more. Like, the thoughts, like, thinking the thoughts is draining me more, which makes sense. You know, like, I'm draining myself, I'm overwhelming myself, and it's making me exhausted. And I know that once I do what's on my list, it won't seem as overwhelming or daunting as my mental is making it, because my mental is just seeing the list and it's thinking of the processes and what it takes to do these things. Everything that I need to do, it doesn't take a lot of time. And you know, tomorrow's another day, you know, that I'm going to wake up to do it all again. But I don't know, I think I just wanted to make like a chit chatty video today. Yeah, it just needed to be a nothing day. It just needed to be a connection day. And also because I haven't really been talking in my vlogmases, because normally I'm just working or I'm moving about my day and I'm just telling you what I've been doing. But that's been about it. So now that we're a little bit caught up and I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm just gonna continue to enjoy the rest of my day. I do have to edit, so I am gonna do that. But other than that, I just need a nice nothingness day. And you'll see me tomorrow, and I hope you just have a nice relaxing day.